Hi, and welcome back to my final morning report chart proposal on today, Wednesday, the 4th of May. With me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Handset Markets. Let's look at gold, and we've got this correction in gold that's possibly now starting to come through. I spoke yesterday about the this sort of corrective candle, the potential of this corrective candle that we saw on Monday. It sort of continued to the downside yesterday, and it is continuing today. Now, dollar is strengthening, and all the dollar-related sort of charts that I've been looking at have been reversing, and gold is no exception. I spoke about silver earlier, and gold is now correcting as well. Now we're looking at the support band, I think, within the old range. The resistance band within the old range, which is now supportive. 1260, which was consistently finding several highs actually around that 1260 mark in this range. I think that now becomes a level of support, and I think that support is sort of between 1260 and 1282. So you've also got further support within that range of 1270, which is that spike high on the 21st. So they're your two levels of support I think you're looking at for 1270 and 1260 basically. As this sort of gold price just sort of corrects back into the range. Now what you have got is a near-term sort of crossing over the stochastics, which is a sort of sell signal. Not confirmed yet, I might add, so let's not get too worked up about it. But I think this is sort of a near-term move. I think that's ultimately going to possibly even prove to be a buying opportunity. But it is a near-term move that's sort of developing now, and we can see on the hourly sort of momentum that it's more corrective. Certainly, the hourly RSI, if you see that sort of moving, I think consistently below that sort of the mid-30s area. I mean, we slight move below it earlier to 33, but to bounced a bit. So if it starts to turn lower again, interestingly enough, we've just had a bit of a near-term bounce that as again seems to have failed. So you're sort of getting a sequence now of lower highs. So you'd be sort of looking out for the resistance lines that come in. Sort of an old support there of a couple of days worth around that 1288, 1289 area, sort of turned into a bit of resistance overnight. So that's interesting. I think if you sort of lost the 1278 support, I think you're going to come back towards 1271. 1270, 1271 area, which I think is likely to be seen. I think as these momentum indicators are sort of rolling over and sort of becoming more corrective as this chart develops. So I think a pullback towards 1260, 1270 wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing for gold for the medium term perspective. It's just that for the near term, I think you've got this little sort of unwinding of some of the those sharp gains, and a nice sort of return to support between 1260 to 1270 I think would probably be fairly positive anyway. So I wish you good luck in your trading today on gold, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Thank you.